And welcome back to another episode of All of Fabric 6, where last episode we built the Spirit Revitalizer in this little graveyard area. Now, haven't done much between episodes except for leaving this chunk loaded, which we have a full steel barrel of poppies, which is very useful. Almost 8,200 iron and a bunch of experience. You might notice I have 192 levels. I came on and just, did some stuff, like emptied out the chest and filled up the stuff with iron. So we don't need to leave this chunk loaded anymore at this stage. Yeah, and in the comments I was told that apparently cave creepers might be a good, or will be a good, mob to use in the spawner because they drop, looks like gunpowder, stone, raw iron, raw gold, emeralds, and diamonds. Records, I think that means that's just because skeletons can hit them with an arrow. So this would possibly be better than iron golems, although you have to smelt it, but that's some pretty good resources. I guess a cave creeper would be the go. How I'm going to track down 52 or 54, 52, 64 cave creepers, that might take a while. That'll be a little bit of a grind, but I think that would probably be worth doing. Yeah, I don't know if we can force them to spawn. Like, we can't craft their eggs or anything. But anyhow, what we're going to do today, I think it would be kind of cool to knock off some more of the spirit stuff. I'm interested in the generator, the Reaper generator. We don't really need it because the spawners currently still have a bug where they don't actually use power. Well, not the spawners, the revitalizer. But I think it would be cool to get this set up anyway, because eventually this is going to stop working. So, I mean, this looks pretty similar to all the other stuff we've crafted. We need a few soul steel blocks. I think I crafted some spare ones. We got 18. Let's just make this and see what it looks like. It's compressed soul powder. But compressed soul powder and just regular soul sandstone, not compressed soul sandstone. Soul sandstone. One day I'll be able to speak. So we might just get one of these. Just to see what's going on with this thing. And I guess a soul steel block. Oh. And nice. A Reaper generator. So what I'm a little bit curious about is, does this use up souls? So I started trying to get revenants because I thought I needed a whole bunch of dark iron because revenants are like a mob from the graveyard mod, and I thought I needed a bunch of dark iron for like those fences, but turns out it really wasn't hard to get the amount I needed. So if we put this in, would we just right click? I'm confused. How do we put this? The Reaper generator is a machine that converts the damage dealt by smashing soul catalysts. This is a soul crystal. What is a soul catalyst? Oh, smelting soul powder becomes soul catalyst. Right, and soul powder is just glowstone dust. Okay, so that's not quite how I thought that worked. Okay, sure. Let's, wait, do I just have some soul powder? I do. Let's just try it out. So we plunk this here. Looks kind of like a spooky thermal dynamo. And then we just grab some soul powder. And if we were to put this in here... No, we have to smelt it. Right, we have to smelt it. We have to smelt it first. Missing a step there. Missing a step. Biff that in there. And Oh. I mean, that didn't actually look like that made any power. I think this has to do damage to mobs. Right. Okay. So I guess this... Well, this is like a separate add-on mod to this one. So I think if you had the soul cage spawning mobs, this would damage them by using up these, and then depending on how much damage it did, would generate a certain amount of power. That's kind of cool. I don't need it. I don't need it right now. But it's kind of neat. I kind of want to get a soul cage. Just to see it do its thing. Let's have a look. I mean, it's going to be a little bit annoying because you need to be beside the spawner. Now, there was something about the tier of crystal has an effect. So we go on the soul crystal. 512 souls does not require nearby player. Okay. So if you had an ultimate tier one, you could use it to spawn mobs. Okay, then that's kind of cool. So we could, automate mob killing and power generation, which is actually really cool. And do we have like improving the working area is there? So that makes it give you player drops. Reduces the cooldown. Improves the area. Enables this to hit players and extract energy from their souls. Okay. Oh, and this... Okay, so this is one that just one-shots mobs. All right. And this one generates more energy per heart of damage. Okay. Right. So there's not like a looting thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's see what this looks like, because it sounds kind of neat. It's working. Maybe it has to be on the ground. Okay. I think it might be. Oh, you're spawning all over the show. It's not ideal. But then we plonk this, I don't know, on top. And we feed you some soul catalysts. It didn't do anything. Doesn't do anything at all. Okay. Do you need to be closer? You don't damage iron golems. Ah, okay. Okay. So apparently, just clear out these guys and take that gem out. Apparently, the Reaper generator doesn't work with spirit soul cages, which is a little bit counterintuitive. I think it's like a balance thing. So I guess we're supposed to feed regular mobs into this rather than like the spirit ones. So I guess we will try that. That will make those skeletons. Let's tidy up the floor while we're here. I think I might chuck this under here. We'll chuck in soul catalysts, and then if we just close this off, spawn skeletons, they get damaged, then that must have generated some power. Which we can't see, but it did. Yeah, I mean, that kind of works. So 50 a heart. Yeah, and then it drops mobs. Or drops mob drops. Okay. So that would work. And it kind of takes out the mobs as well. I mean, if we hit a few of these, it does require you to get vanilla style spawners. Seems to fill out that room, but we can fill each one of these rooms, and I still need to fix the floor in here. We could do it that way. Oh, I've made like a horrible mess outside, haven't I? Oh, yes. Right, so just having a bit of a think about this. If we want to automate this, we'd need to supply glowstone. We can't kill mobs in a soul crystal with the Reaper generator, so we can't kill witches, and witches don't have spawners. I mean, there might be witch spawners somewhere in the world, but I haven't come across any yet. So we'd have to use Vitalize and like the Soul Revitalizer to generate the glowstone, which is all the way over there. Another problem is we'd only generate power when we're standing here, because these spawners wouldn't be loaded because there'd be no player nearby. Which, yeah, I don't think that would be great. I am slightly interested in this rune here that stops it generating energy but gives you player drops, and I'm interested with that, which actually I don't think we need, because we're going to need a bunch of beacons if we're going to start diving into the beacon, like the soul beacon stuff, which I think would be cool. One of these, this one-shot stuff. Would this one-shot... I need to get an echo shard to go find one of them. Would this one-shot a wither? And then we can spawn the wither, get the Reaper generator to take out the wither itself. Making a horrible, horrible mess in here. Because if we could do that, that could actually be kind of useful. Not that it's super hard to kill the wither, but slightly annoying. So I might try that. Because I don't see myself using this for power generation, just because, yeah, you have to be... Oh, we've got a skeleton trophy. Nice. Just because you have to be nearby. Which, next reward available in 8 minutes. So you must get bones or something from that. Because you need to be nearby, that kind of... It's a little bit annoying. So, we'll make this Orbitus one. So I'll go find an Echo Shard. And then maybe we might need to do this one, but I think I have Wither Skeleton Skulls. And we'll try that rune and see if we can one-shot a Wither with that. That could be kind of cool. That could be kind of cool. Oh dear. I think I get one more triggering. And it's something weird's going on with rendering. These things aren't showing up as being like opened. But hopefully somewhere around here. Oh, this looks like an ancient city. Now... Nice. I'm gonna suspect that... Ooh. Okay. Oh, yes. Yep. That's the dude. That's the dude. All we need is one Echo Shard. I figure we can... Oh, there's so many Shriekers there. Echo Shard. Nice. Just run away. We just run away over here. Easy, easy. Now there is the deeper, darker mod, which I've not touched. But I know there's like a dimension. I am kind of curious to see how tough this thing is compared to our Werepire form. Just so it's easy to get our stuff back, I will do this. Because I feel like we're pretty tough in our Werepire form. But I don't know if we're tough enough to take on a warden. That might be expecting too much. I mean, he's only 350 health. Oh, nice. That actually wasn't too bad. That actually wasn't too bad. And we got a Heart of the Deep, which I think we used for something. Yeah, bring it. Bring it. No, not the laser beam. Getting so many achievements. Nice. Heart of the Deep and Warden Carapace, which makes reinforced echo shards, which makes the Warden stuff. Which would be kind of neat. Yeah, I mean, I think we can take the Warden. I think we've proven that. That's not too bad. Easy. Hey. Wait, I have a question. Does the Warden... does the Warden get caught in the soul things? We're going to find out. Come on, mate. Come on. Will you go in this crystal? Yes. Yes, so if we wanted a bunch of Warden drops... Oh, those don't stack. Gross. We could do this. We don't need to do that right now, but that is good to know. That is good to know. Now, I'm probably going to craft all of these Reaper runes, mostly for the quest completion. Even if we're not going to use the actual power generation. I think it's still going to be very cool if it will one-shot a wither, which I'm not entirely sure it will, but we're going to find out kind of right now, right? Assuming that I have some wither skulls, and if I don't, Vitalize will help with that. We will have to find 64. Oh, I got these as magic rewards. Nice, that's actually handy now that we're dealing with that. Here is... Yeah, we've got enough for one wither. Okay. Yeah, I guess we grab that generator. And we see if it's going to work with a wither. Not for generating power, but for... Yeah. Super straightforward mob farm. Now, I did actually want the Spiritas one. We don't have an extra wither skeleton skull. Yeah, we'll see if it one-shots the wither first, and then we'll worry about that. Now, actually, we might need to be careful with this thing, with the wither destroying the generator. That was something I hadn't considered. But, I mean, I guess we try it first and see if it's... See if it's possible, because maybe it like glitches through walls or something. Like the mob killing ability. And then we'll just let him spawn. That's totally going to get destroyed, but that's fine. Yes. Right, and then if we were to sneak this in here. Oh, you're gonna... okay, just because I don't want to lose this, we will cheat a little bit and just claim this area, because that should stop him destroying blocks, right? I think so. If this was here, this had that in it, and this had this rune, will you one-shot a wither? It totally one-shots a wither. And we got a Lord Soul. The remnants of their existence. Right. Acquire the Shard of Uncertainty. Okay, that's something from... right, that Mariam's Souls-like weaponry. A Whirligig Sawblade. Interesting. Those are some intense-looking weapons. Neat. Okay, so that totally one-shots a wither and did generate power from it. What I didn't see was if killing the wither would have stored in a soul crystal. We're going to need some more wither skeleton skulls. Because there is a wither builder, right? Yeah, totally. Totally. Interesting. Not... So not entirely what I intended to do with this repro mod, but that actually would be kind of nice. And wait, actually, I was just doing something silly by hunting wither skeletons. Because, if I can get some seeds, we can craft cursed seeds. And then I think this will spawn overworld mobs in the overworld. And I believe it'll spawn nether mobs in the nether, and very fast. So we should just be able to make like a mob spawning area and get a whole bunch of wither skeletons really, really fast. Along with some other stuff. I've started collecting blazes as well, which will be potentially nice. But I think we could just find an area where we can dig a little hole. Not too bothered about this looking nice. What if we did that? Oh, I thought that spread. But you should spawn mobs, and actually, well, the skeletons are 3 high, aren't they? So they probably won't spawn there. And then you spawn mobs. Right? That's how this works. Right? That spawned a cursed piglin. Isn't really what I want. Oh dear. Not really what I want. Not really what I want. Alright. Need to block that off. Oh, we really need to block that off. We really need to block that off. I've made a mistake. Oh, they were going to teleport to the overworld. Alright, no, we got this. We got this. We can fix this. With our werepire form. Yeah, okay. It's not spawning wither skeletons. It's just spawning piglins. Alright. Let's try this. And if this just spawns piglins... No, that spawns wither skeletons. And, so we have 5. We have 6, and it dropped a head. Nice. Okay, we should be able to fill this up pretty quick. And it spawns blazes. Kind of a little bit far away. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're gonna... Yep. That's gonna be a thing. We should be able to fill both these up which would be quite nice. I mean, we could put the Reaper generator in here. That would generate some power. That would certainly generate some power. Alright. Just got the Wither Skeleton one up to 64, and we already have 9 Wither Skeleton skulls. And we also have a Blaze one as well. So now it's just a matter of popping back to our Spirit Revitalizer. And what we can do, let's ignore all those items that are going to despawn on the ground. What we can do is take advantage of those pylons we've got. And the fact that I'm running on a server, and it's actually time for me to go to bed, so we will get the Wither Skeleton skulls sitting in this revitalizer. Well, the Wither Skeleton... Let's get this off. It's always a little bit bright in the daytime. The Wither Skeleton Soul Crystal sitting in here. Uncommon. Interesting. And yeah, I do realize we're actually not generating enough power to really run this. We should have to generate slightly more, because these are only 10 each. So we're kind of taking advantage of a little bit of a bug. With the power generation. Now what we're going to want to do is break this for now, because that's just a blacklist and we don't blacklist anything. Let this run through a few times and see what we're going to get. Because we do have the beheading. There we go. I mean, I don't think we need... I guess we'll take the coal. I guess we'll take the bones. Withered bones... can make some building blocks, which might be nice. I mean, we can always fix that later. Okay, you can stop now. Ooh. And that's now 67. Yeah, so we'll trash everything except for Wither Skeleton skulls. We can just trash bones at the moment. We can always hook. We can always hook that back up later. So, actually... oh yeah, there's demons in there. I'm wearing my armor. It's okay. We'll just ignore how full of junk my bag currently is. Yep, it's fine. It's fine. Grab some of these item pipes. You are only going to put Wither Skeleton skulls in. Let's just make sure that's going to work before I just leave things running. That goes in there. They go in there. And if we put this here, that will void everything else that was in there. I guess I'll take some cursed droplets. I don't really need them. And yeah, that's going to sit there and run. And we should end up with a whole bunch of Wither Skeleton skulls, which will be handy. I think we're going to make a Wither Star farm. Wither Star? Nether Star farm. We're going to make a Nether Star farm. I didn't know that's what we're going to do today. But apparently, that's what we're going to do today. And after running overnight and just a little bit of tick acceleration, I was hoping to get this to the next tier. I don't think it's actually going to get there. But yeah. So this was nice and cleared out, but obviously, yeah, tick accelerating it is a little bit overflowed our storage. But we now have a whole bunch of Wither Skeleton skulls. I think we can just take that out, and it shouldn't fill with junk, because I'm pretty sure I set the filter. Looking good, looking good. So stacking a bit. I did, of course, do some tick acceleration, which is... yeah, a thing. Admitting that we're kind of... abusing the bug where this isn't using power when it should be. But that's okay. And now I think I want to get that wither builder because we have... we've got the nether star from testing out the Reaper thing. So if we get ourselves that wither builder, we should be able to pretty easily get a whole bunch more nether stars. Now, what I am a little bit worried about is the withers destroying our generator. So this increases the range and also finishes another quest. But I'm hoping if we were to grab this, and if we had it, we've got some weatherproof blocks. Like here. We'll just plonk that there. And this was these bushes. So we have this which one-shots, instant death. Cool. This which increases the range. And does it look like this would... It looks like it should reach in there. And hopefully wither stuff can't escape. I'm assuming the wither builder itself is... I'm assuming it's weatherproof. So if we were to plonk it maybe in this gap. And then you're going to want a bunch of soul sand. I mean, sure, we'll like fill up a stack. Let's not block that off because the wither can't get out, and this should be okay. And let's start conservative. Let's just do 6. I think this needs a redstone signal. Okay, I mean for now. And then can we do like 2? Why is there still a water skeleton there? Maybe I put extra. I mean, this area is still chunk loaded, so what you claimed. Oh, that's why it didn't work, because he was in the way. Okay, so we're going to be careful with that. But then we just do this. And this should do nothing. Alright. Unfortunate. What if you were closer? What if you were a little bit closer? Wait. No, he might have been gone. Oh, I might have just missed it. Okay, okay. I mean, let's just manually fix this. So if that was there, he's going to spawn. And then we check in this. Yeah, that works. Cool. So we need to automate the timing of this a little bit. Because if the wither's in the way, that kind of seems like a problem. And some item collection as well, but I think we'll be able to do that with a vacuum hopper. So that should be kind of cool. That should be kind of cool. I think we'll tidy this up next episode. Just curious as to how well this would work. There we go. A whole bunch of withers. So five withers. one soul catalyst, and then eventually, yes, deleting withers. Okay, that's very cool. So, digging into a bit of Reaper, initially thinking power generation, but kind of seems a little bit annoying to use because you need to be there to make sure mobs are spawning. I'm sure there's something we could do to make that work, but I think automating nether stars, well, making getting nether stars much easier, that could be a valuable thing. So we'll come back next time, make this a little bit more automated, and yeah, carry on with some more Spirit Reaper Vitalize. We'll try to finish off those quests maybe. We've got some beacons to make, which these are going to come in handy for making a lot of beacons. Anyway, it's been ClassicDuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.